The Nintendo Switch 2 is officially revealed today, and strange enough, a shadow drop really early in the morning. What a Nintendo thing to do. Now, the interesting thing about this is all these leaks were 100% accurate. So Nintendo has to be fuming. Now, what has me fuming is the fact that Nintendo kind of did this lazy. This is the Switch 2. The success of the regular Switch was phenomenal. How many consoles did they sell? How many great banger games? It's been 8 years. People have been clamoring since I think the pandemic lockdowns for something. For a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro, something better than what we currently have. And Nintendo drops a shadow drop, just a random announcement on Twitter instead of having an actual direct, and just casually like, hey, yeah, this is it. The leaks were right. No announcements. It was focused on the hardware, which we're going to talk about that. But you would think Nintendo would have had some kind of a surprise here. I mean, the leaks basically ruined the surprise. We didn't see anything brand new. So where's the hype behind it? It feels like even I remember 8 years ago when the Switch was coming out, I make a video, it would get boom like that. Everybody was hyped. That's all people in gaming were talking about. But now, in regards to Nintendo, it just feels like it's like, okay, cool, Nintendo, do something to excite us or fuck off, right? I mean, the vibe is not the same. Sure, Switch 2 came out, but in all honesty, is this video going to get as much traction as the original Switch did when it was originally announced? Probably not. I'm still going to check this out, but yeah, we really didn't get anything new aside from a very stealth Mario Kart game being shown in the thing. We saw redesigns of Donkey Kong and Mario and stuff like that, possible 24 player mode, but they didn't really address the software. They just kind of showed basically what we've seen. The leaks from the other day at CES from Genki was 100% spot on of what we're seeing today. So Switch 2's here. April 2nd, we're getting an announcement. So the March release date that was rumored, incorrect. This leads me to believe that we're going to get somewhere in June, July as a release date, just in time for the summer holiday and the winter holiday. So either way, yeah, today's reveal video didn't show a whole lot of brand new detail about the Switch in terms of specs. And yeah, there's obviously clear improvements over the original model. They detailed them, most notably the thing on the back where you can have it set in portable mode and play, like the tripod stand. The Joy-Cons are much bigger. The screen is much bigger. The buttons from that Joy-Con leak are 100% confirmed. So everything that we've already known has been confirmed. There's literally nothing really new about this. And we still don't even know the exact screen size. I mean, yeah, sure. The Joy-Con controllers, they look cool and everything like that. And we got confirmation about it being backwards compatible with some Switch games. So, of course, maybe Ring Fit won't work. Labo won't work. Things that use the original hardware inside of the Joy-Cons probably won't work. But for the most part, I think we're going to have maybe like a good solid 90% plus of the library working, which is fantastic. Now, the notable upgrades, they're there. I just want to see a little bit more in depth. So I guess we're going to have to wait till April 2nd. And yeah, again, like I said, the Switch is one of the best selling consoles of all time. And I see some people out there with this whole consensus of that the Switch 2 release was born. I literally saw a title from a website saying the Switch 2 is boring, but that's exactly what Nintendo needed. It seems like every time Nintendo comes out with a console, there's some kind of gimmick, some kind of like huge different thing. Like, okay, I guess this is what's coming out. But the Switch was such a success that you really didn't need to change the formula. They addressed the biggest thing, which was the Joy-Cons. Hopefully these Joy-Cons are miles and miles above better than what the original Joy-Cons were. But yeah, changing some of these things like the Joy-Cons, the screen and stuff don't change like the basics of what the Switch was all about, which caused it to be one of the most successful consoles of all time. So it's good that they're sticking to what works, right? And again, still plays most of the old Switch games. And to be honest, the Switch really didn't need changing. I just wanted it to be able to run bigger games, perform faster, have a better CPU. But the basics of like with the controllers and the way that the system is as a whole didn't need to be changed. I think more like the internal structure needed to be changed. Now, to be completely honest, uh, I still feel like a little bit more could have been done. I would have liked a little bit more, but there's just enough here to where my hype is slowly starting to get there. To be honest, I was kind of burned out on Nintendo. I've just been playing PlayStation and Xbox mostly. If there's a game that comes out on all the platforms, I'll play the Xbox or PlayStation version. And you know what? I think Nintendo being sensible right now, keeping kind of calm, cool, and collective in public, releasing what we already know. Yeah, even though it's a little bit of a letdown, I would have liked more. It's a good sign that they know to not venture off way too bad, off the path of what got them. Because remember, those Wii U days were tough. Those Wii U days, it was bad to be a Nintendo fan. I remember I was like one of the only people covering the Wii U at the time. Uh, the only thing that I would have a complaint about, to be honest, is the naming convention. Switch 2, yeah, maybe it solves the problem that they did with Wii and Wii U. People thought the Wii U was just like an upgraded Wii, like a Pro, which is probably why it failed. They should have called it a Wii 2. So they fixed that. I personally would have liked to have heard it been called the Super Nintendo Switch. I think that would have been cool. Would have been a callback to the NES to SNES era. Nintendo, I think, missed out on that. I think, it being a straightforward follow-up to the Switch was a good idea. Now, does it eliminate the possibility of them still screwing things up? Absolutely not. Okay? A lot of times, Nintendo's just stuck in their ways. I think as far as like a company goes, though, what we saw today, aside from the leaks coming out, I don't know why there were so many leaks. That this whole leak thing, I was thinking at one point was purposely done by design, that Nintendo was allowing companies to slowly but surely leak stuff. I mean, Nate the Hate hit it on the head with the reveal today. So I'm surprised there's not more stuff coming out, to be completely honest. I'm surprised everything that we know has already come out. Maybe it's because Nintendo already has plenty of these manufactured and ready for stock, so we don't get scalpers. In a perfect world, thumbs up. But I do think that them playing it safe and being sensible and not deviating too much off of the Switch formula, keeping it a Switch 2, having the same concept of Joy-Cons with a screen that are detachable. Although I am worried about the little thing that looks like it could break easy when you pull them off. I think that's going to break day one for a lot of people, especially little kids. I think them playing it safe is that they're smart. They're smart. They know it works. They're not worried about competing, even though I want a very powerful Nintendo console that could be up to par with like whatever PlayStation currently has. But I think the Switch 2 is going to come out and it's going to roll ass. It's just a shame that we couldn't get more, but that Mario Kart little reveal today, I see you. So yeah, I know most of you guys don't give a crap about gaming on this channel. Every time I try to just do a good gaming video, a lot of you guys just kind of tune out or whatever. Like literally the other day, I was speculating about the Switch announcement today on stream on Monday, and nobody in the chat cared. Okay, I would like to cover this stuff. I would absolutely like to cover it. So it takes everybody watching this to leave a like, a comment, share it out, and let's cover this Switch 2. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hopefully, you guys tune in for this one because it's the start of a new era.